on in. Come on in. Come on in. Not come on in. Not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
And we're back. What's up? Hi everybody. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. It's your girl BondyBlue and I'm back for another show, girl. We got a few things to talk about. And I honestly want to revisit some conversations that we had yesterday. Okay? It's a lot going on out there. Before I get into the brass tacks of it, don't forget everybody. Tip a bitch, okay? You should tip her. You should tip her. Okay? Don't forget about that. And if you don't want to tip me, make sure you're following my secondary channel, BondyBlue Bites. Okay? I'm uploading content over there when I'm not uploading content over here. So follow me over there, please and thank you. Yes, girl. Okay, that's being used to pay my editor. So thank you. Cause you know it's hard out here for a pimp when you're trying to make it money for the ring. But a Cadillac's a gas money spent. We'll have a whole lot of bitches on me shit. Listen, it's a lot to talk about. Okay, also don't forget Reset by Design Wellness is going to Mauritius, East Africa in September. And if you like luxurious vacations with Black women, come on down, girl. The link is down below in the description box. We are going to have a time. It is very much needed right now. Like I don't know what it's going on. I don't know what's going on. They said the Mercury was in a retrograde. Then they told me and all my exes going through a hard time right now. Cause like whatever little family of signs, all of the mutable signs, yeah, girl, that's like my exes. There's a X for each mutable sign, and that I'm in, alignment with. And so whenever they put something out, Gemini, you're about to go through something, girl. It's also Pisces, you about to go through something, girl. Sagittarius, you about to go through something, girl. And Virgo, you're about to go through something, girl. I don't know what that's about. Like, unchain me from these motherfuckers, okay? I want to talk about, before we get into the topics, I want to talk about a comment that was left on my page yesterday. And it, it's no tea, no shade, but I wanted to respond because y'all be writing paragraphs, and it wasn't just a paragraph, girl. You could have made a whole video on how much you was writing, and I'm gonna tell you, I skimmed it. It was about the DL discreet conversation. And what I got from it is that when we have these conversations, when I'm asking y'all to like shake loose of your biases or your prejudices and take responsibility for yourself and how you move about your relationships, right? You think I'm telling you to date DL men, which is wild. Girl, when I tell you that's wild as fuck for it to sound like that you saying what I'm saying to you is that you should date a DL man. Girl, what? I'm telling you not to date any of these niggas. What are we talking about? I'm telling you that these niggas should have to prove shit. I'm telling you, you shouldn't just be out here fucking with a nigga not knowing what's going on. I'm telling you to wrap your coochie in saran wrap so you can make sure you don't get a STD. The lady was in my comment, okay, and it's a conversation. Again, no tea, no shade. And she said, I'm not understanding how harmful it is. How harmful it is for y'all to be in relationships with men that have secretly fucked other men. Girl, talking about they be beating y'all ass. You mean like the rest of these niggas beat your ass? You mean like the rest of these niggas expose you to STIs and STDs and incurable diseases like herpes? You mean like that? Oh, y'all read that comment? And to me, what it all boils down to is I'm asking you to be more accountable. I'm asking you to let go of something you're holding on to, because I do feel like as Black women, if y'all, not just Black women, people period, if you could find somebody that's beneath you in this hierarchy, you gonna find a way to blame whoever is underneath you in this hierarchy. And if you are a cisgendered woman, you gonna blame a trans woman for why they not telling you who the, like, girl, what? Girl, what? My whole thing, I get up here every fucking day and tell y'all to be on the lookout for these niggas because these niggas ain't safe. These niggas ain't safe. I tell y'all that all the time. But when we start talking about the DL topic, now all of a sudden I'm telling y'all to go fuck niggas that's down low. Is that what you heard from me? Girl. Because I feel like that's not what I said. Girl, I feel like that's not what I said. I don't know what be going on. Keep it on a down low. And that's so funny. That's so funny. Because it be a lot of y'all that love that nigga. It be a lot of y'all that don't want to let go of that nigga, that be having these same ignorant conversations with us about DL people and trans people. Y'all also love R. Kelly. Girl, it's so confusing. I don't know what be going on. Okay? But just to be very clear, I'm a married woman that is not a proponent for marriage. And that's just because I feel like, my situation is my situation, but people don't be thinking about shit the way I be thinking about shit. Just at large. People don't think about marriage. They don't think about having children. Like, y'all don't think about things as deeply as I believe y'all should be thinking about them. I'm not a one-night stand type of bitch and never have been. Child, I wish I could just see somebody out and be like, I'll fuck you right now. I can't do that. Girl, I am not turned on. Nothing about this is, I need to know you a little bit more. Okay? Child, the one time that happened, I was just like, I can't fuck you. Leave me alone. I was supposed to make Lyric wait for like 3 months. Guess what? Didn't happen. Okay? Fucked him. And it was like, okay, let's proceed with the rest of the months. That was just a, that was an accident. I didn't mean to fuck you that soon. Okay? But I already knew him. And there are times that I have trusted men that I should not have trusted. There are times when I have trusted, child, all of the times that I trust a woman that I should not have trusted. I have these conversations with people all the time. Yeah, no, people, I was just like, is that what you got from this? I just wanted to come back and be clear, okay? Let's start with Real Housewives. So we was talking about the Angela and the Ashley of it all. We don't even know Ashley. Now we talking about Ashley like we know her. Girl, I ain't got time for these people. Okay? They don't save her. She don't want to be saved. That's how I feel. George's wife, Ashley, with a message for Angela Oakley. Y'all, let's read it. Let's get into it. Let's see what the young lady that's 27 years old with an old-ass fat nigga with a green beard with 3 children. Let's see what she's saying. Let's see what's coming out, okay? Imagine calling me to fish for information about another woman, getting absolutely nothing but a neutral response, then turning around and making my husband the centerpiece of a story you created in your own head. Let's be serious. Out of everything in this world, why would I ever give someone permission to put my husband in the middle of an allegation like that? That doesn't even make sense. I'm just glad Shamia brought it to light before she had the chance to fully run with that made-up narrative. The lady said, why would I tell you that Shamia was fucking my husband over a charity check? Why would I insinuate that? Why would I even tell you that it was okay for you to talk about my husband and her in this situation? Bitch, it's my husband. I look dumb. If he cheat on me. Right, Angela? Right, Angela? Because, see, we having this conversation and a lot of people, thank you, I love you back. A lot of people felt like, myself included, when this shit first happened, I didn't know Angela, right? So I'm assuming that Angela is a regular-minded individual. I'm assuming that Angela is a regular-minded bitch, okay? Neurotypical, if you will, okay? And I just assume that you would not want the people to think that your husband was cheating on you, girl. That would be embarrassing for a woman to, your husband out here being mean to you, disrespecting you. But I forget that there are women out there that have been cheated on and dogged out by men so often that what ends up happening is that they get addicted to the punishment, right? I can punish you when I tell everybody that you cheated. Now you have to be sorry. Now you have to be apologetic. Now you have to be nice to me, fuck ass nigga, because you fucked up. So now you got to be nice to me. You know what I'm saying? So there is a level of that. Now with this specific situation with Angela, I am now starting to believe more so than last time that it might be highly likely that Angela was, y'all had to, I'll put my lipstick on after I eat my sandwich. Excuse me. I feel like it's highly likely that Angela could have came to us with the bullshit about her husband cheating on her to put him on blast in order to make him apologetic, right? Because if you know your nigga cheating, but he think he real good at cheating and this shit come out online, you know what I'm saying? This shit come out. It can make him look bad. It can make him be sorry. It can make him want to be apologetic towards Angela if he doesn't know that it was her, right? Especially if she can play the role of, oh my God, look what these ladies did to me. Oh my God, they're digging up dirt on my husband, who we already know, is disrespectful as fuck. Listen, when a man is disrespectful the way Charles Oakley is disrespectful, I don't put anything past them. You fuck her. Anybody that said you fucked them as far as I'm concerned. Okay, I wouldn't even care about no shit like that if I was motherfucking Angela Oakley. I wouldn't care about the nigga cheating because you were the old nigga for a reason. Just like Ashley, even though it doesn't make sense, I still feel like bitches are manipulative enough to play these types of games for clout. Is it me, or have we all realized in the year of our Lord 2026 that the people do anything for clout? And if they want to be in connection with a real housewife, they could lie. But Angela, at the end of the day, if Ashley was doing that, it doesn't negate the fact that she didn't tell you. And you said she didn't tell you that Shamia fucked her husband. And you still decided to come to the table with that because you was just trying to have an issue and a problem and point the finger at Shamia because that was the plan this season. That was the goal. That was the rule now. What the fuck is going on? What are we doing? What's going on? We're bullying people. We're making you an entertaining reality show. Okay? I definitely believe, though, that, this is Angela's bullshit. Okay? This is Angela being on bullshit. And it also makes me wonder what the fuck is really going on in the marriage between Angela and Charles. Because the type of man that Charles comes off as, there's no way whatever is happening with Angela is not a byproduct of what's going on in her marriage. Even when it comes down to her daughter, I feel like Charles is a missing piece from that situation. And I was listening to the Diva, shout out to Erica De Niro, and she was talking about how it's a possibility that you really are after Shamia because Shamia could put it out there how your husband really be outside because she works for the NBA. She's at a lot of the events that your ass got to stay at home for. And I ain't going to tell you how thirsty I thought. And I'm going to tell y'all. So when she showed up to the game or to the, where she was, Watch What Happens Live in that long Knicks dress, that Knicks jersey dress she was wearing. It's just giving you was trying too hard. It's just giving you was trying too hard. And listen, I understand Pretty Gray Eyes. She didn't say it. She asked the question. But we know on a reality show, that's all you have to do. All you have to do is insinuate something. Just like when Portia asked her, does George have a wife? To me, For Portia to act like she wasn't involved with it is bullshit too. I explained to y'all in my review that I felt like everybody was tossing a ball around the table, picking at fucking Shamia. Y'all can maybe not want to see it how y'all want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all don't be wanting to tell me when I'm right. Well, some of y'all do. Some of y'all will say when I'm right about something. Some of y'all will. Okay? And at the end of the day, I was right, babe. They were plotting. They were plotting to come to us with the bullshit. Because subliminally, passive aggressively, behind the scenes, subconsciously, whatever the fuck you want to say, but just not in front of everybody, Portia, that's right, bitch. We're talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Portia, weird assholes. Okay? Portia don't like her friend no more. So Portia is punishing her friend for coming on the show when I told you not to. I told you I didn't want you to come on the show. You came on the show. So now, if I can, I'm going to have people coming for your neck. If I can, I might whisper in somebody's ear that, you know, Shamia was my friend, girl. She be out here fucking everybody. I know where the bodies are buried, but it can't be me because then everybody going to be like, Portia. They already don't like me. I'm trying to rehab my image, bitch. I can't be the one to take her down, even though I want to take her down. I'm sorry, but that's how it feels to me. That's how it feels to me. When it comes, and I almost feel like, what type of conversations are Portia and Angela having behind the scenes? Like, cause I almost feel like, did she really like put the battery in your back? Was it really something Shamia said, or was it also conversations you've had with Portia about Shamia? You know what I'm saying? Cause you coming at her like you know, like she gonna do something to you, and you trying to be preemptive, and it's very odd. The whole situation is very, very odd. And I just want to say, you know, for everybody, you know, because y'all be like bullying me sometimes. Y'all do. Y'all do. Sometimes y'all be really upset at me because I had said something that y'all didn't like, and y'all come at me completely sideways about it. And I just want to say that it's okay to be wrong sometimes. I be wrong, and I admit when I'm wrong. But when I'm right, you don't have to be such an asshole to me, bitch. I guess you know this moment would happen where I would come and laugh and tell all y'all to kiss my ass because I told y'all that they was picking on that fucking girl. Since that moment with K. Michelle at the table, I told y'all Drew has her script and she's sticking to it no matter how the situation changes. She's still sticking to the script, which is why shit don't be making sense. Okay? But is she wrong? Because what? Girl, what? Let me read this out loud. But is she wrong, though? Because I told you don't come on the show several times. This is my thing, not your thing. This is very narcissistic. This is a very narcissistic mindset to have. Like, it's actually quite alarming that one would think a reality show is their thing if the person that we're talking to is being asked to come on the show, has been on the show, and you wanted them on the show when they was a sidekick, but they come on the show as their own person, and now all of a sudden we got a fucking problem. Yeah, hoes that think like this, they can't be nobody friend. They weird. They weird. They can't be nobody friend. That's not your friend. If that's y'all friend, if y'all know her and she y'all friend, or him, whoever that is, I got your reviews. Anybody that's I got y'all reviews friend, that's not your friend, bitch. She can't be nobody friend thinking like that. That's crazy as hell, bitch. Everything not about you. That's crazy as hell. Oh my God, y'all gotta be careful out here. Everybody is not your friend, girl. They smile in your face all the time. They won't take your place. Them backstabbers. Girl, this reality show is for everybody. And at the end of the day, and if ain't nobody, just like them niggas, for everybody. Oh, you weird too, though. I am weird, bitch. I am weird. But I'm weird in a good way. You weird in a weird, fucked up way. I would never hate on my friend like that. That's weird. If I'm on a show about a friend group, I'm gonna want my friend. I'm not even one of them type of people. I get up here and do my job, but I ain't no steal of the spotlight all the time type person. That's weird. Everybody deserves their time to shine. Not you mad because I called you out on that comment being weird as fuck. Now I'm weird. Well, bitch, I guess we both ain't shit. But you more ain't shit than me. All right. Okay, Kelly. We moving on. We on to another subject.
Okay, and read it to us. Give the
right.
at name and everything.
Okay, L Train. Yes, baby. You're kind of handsome. Kelly, did you ever address Phaedra for confirming you slept with the married Nigerian pastor who knows Dennis?
Oh, okay. See, this is the last.
I
Y'all
love
be getting
it.
right into it. Okay.
Let's get into it. And
Hey.
why did you accept help from someone helping to perpetuate damaging allegations? Okay, so to answer you, did you ever address Phaedra for confirming that you slept with a married Nigerian pastor who knows Dennis? No, I never addressed Phaedra. I'm waiting for the right time to address Phaedra.
And the right time will come.
In regards to the lies that were told about the Nigerian married pastor.
And that was so specific. I think all of us were watching that. Where did that come from?
What?
Who said that?
Child. And why did you accept help from someone? So when I accepted help from Phaedra, I did not know those things were being said about
100%.
me. Okay?
100%.
So we have to realize that when we're filming, it's certain things that I don't hear because
Yeah.
I'm caught up in the moment, or I'm all the way down this end, you down this end, whatever the case.
Or
may
they
be.
sneak this in
Or
confessionals.
they sneaking in confessionals. So I'm listening just like everybody else is listening.
Yeah.
So absolutely, let's be clear. I definitely probably would not have hired her to represent me if I known those things were said about me behind my back.
And that's that on that.
Absolutely.
Next question.
My God, on today, just when you thought somebody was your, thought you had a friend, bitch. Thought you had a friend. Whoa. Listen, at the end of the day got to end. And I think what came to the forefront this past episode, and y'all tell me if I'm tripping or if I'm weird, bitch. But it felt like y'all was trying to get Kelly on y'all side so Shamia would have one less ally. I don't want to beef with you. I don't want to fight with you. Yeah, no, let's get past it. Girl, it feel like it was a scheme that Phaedra and Portia set up to come to us with the bullshit. That's what it feel like to me. It does feel like, Phaedra, you might have lended yourself to help Kelly, right? So she feels like there are other people on the other side that are her friends too, right? Yeah. This is the perfect opportunity, right? And then we all get together and now we can have a conversation where Portia insinuates that Shamia might be having you think that, you don't have any other supporters here, and I love what Shamia did for you, giving you a place to stay. I love that. But you have friends here. You have other friends here. She's not your only friend. So once again, like I told K. Michelle, you're going to have to watch who you listen to. You're going to have to watch who you listen to. Mm-hmm. Ooh, them girls work hard, don't they? Them girls work hard down to the Real Housewives. They said, we not letting this show go. We ain't gonna be like the rest of them. We ain't gonna be like the rest of them white hoes that be boring people and lose their show. That won't be us. Okay? Listen, because y'all know, y'all be up here, the white shows. Yeah, them hoes get canceled real quick, though. I don't know what white shows have been on consistently this whole time, but I think it started off with Orange County. Is that show still on? I know Jersey be coming on and then going back off depending on who goes to jail. Beverly Hills and Salt Lake City are the only two white shows that I hear that y'all really be into like that. And I like Salt Lake City. But all them other hoes, who? I'm just saying. The black girls is gonna work. Y'all need to pay these women more. First of all. Y'all need to stop playing them. They need to get more budget, okay? Y'all need to be paying for y'all need to treat the Real Housewives of Atlanta women better than y'all treat them. At the end of the day, these hoes can fight all day. We can go back and forth all day. Nobody works harder in the housewife business as Real Housewives of Atlanta. Nobody. And I don't like how I feel like y'all don't be putting no respect on them people like you supposed to. Yeah, y'all like Rhode Island. That's new. We ain't even talking about them for real yet. I watched it. I put it on, but I'm not going to lie. It's very hard for me to stay paying attention when everybody... I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. These days, it's so funny because I was able to immediately get into Salt Lake City. I wonder why. I was able to immediately get into Salt Lake City the way I did. Even when Mary left, I was still kind of there. I'm just saying, ain't nobody working harder since Ice-T. Okay? Let's go ahead and move. I'm just trying to make sure I don't have any other housewife shit. I think that was all I had from that. Well, in updates, Marcel Scott speaks out after his assault and harassment arrest. Okay? Child. Oh, so I gotta go to the website to find out what he said? Girl, please. Let's go to Carlos and hear what Carlos had to say about it. I want to hear what Carlos has to say more than I care about what that nigga had to say.
First thing first, we have to get into some breaking news.
Because what you gonna say?
Early.
We need respect. We need a break. We need, my family needs time to reflect. We need privacy and respect. Like, that's what you're going to tell us? Fuck out of here.
Morning yesterday. So Love and Marriage Huntsville star Marcel Scott was arrested Sunday morning in Huntsville, Alabama. He was booked at 7:31 in the morning on June 28th. Jail records show he was booked on charges of third-degree simple assault, harassment, and an alias writ arrest for a misdemeanor. He was released from custody at 9:58 in the morning. According to the booking records, the simple assault and harassment charges were initiated by the Huntsville Police Department. The alias writ arrest lists the Madison County Sheriff's Office as the arresting agency and carries a $600 bond. Now, I know a lot of people are asking about, seeing the word harassment. What I do want to say is two things. Number one, we are filming the current season of Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Oh, good for you.
So this will this be on the show?
Not good for me.
Smile across his face as a producer. He's like, yes.
Yes, you hit the jackpot.
Yes.
Yes. Woo, woo, woo.
Number one, we are filming the current season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's number one. Number two, I do want to say this for the record, because I know a lot of assumptions are out there. I can't say much because we are filming. But one thing I do want to say, it has nothing, the harassment part, due to the history of that word, it has nothing to do with his wife, Tisha.
The history of that word.
I'll say that, okay? Because I want to make sure that people aren't thinking there's some harassment in their marriage. There isn't. We are filming. You'll see more.
Nobody thought that. Can I just stop and say, I don't know who asked that question, but I didn't think that for a second. I didn't think that Marceau was harassing Tisha for a second. That was not on my mind. Not at all, y'all. And the reason why that wasn't on my mind is because that man barely want to be around that lady, it seemed like. He barely want to be around that lady. You think I'm going to believe he harassing her? And I damn sure don't think he assaults her, because I think if he was going to be, God damn it, if he was going to be, yeah, I'm trying to light this wick and it won't light. If he was going to be abusive physically, I think we would have seen it already. Like he too good at being like mentally and emotionally abusive for him to have to physically hurt Tisha. Also, you know, I think that's the thing, and that's the thing I can't stand about like the ignorant parts of the black community. No disrespect, but ignorant like people really tell you shit like fuck. Ignorant people really tell you shit like, if he not beating you, don't leave him. As if the mental abuse, the emotional abuse is not a good enough reason to exit out of a relationship. And I feel like Tisha and Marceau are one of the biggest, you know, examples of how, and you don't even have to have evidence that a nigga is cheating on you, but we could watch you be disrespected and played with so often that it just feel like, girl, why are you still with that man if he treats you like this? Like, why are you still with a man that can't tell you he love you? Why are you still with a man that can't even give you a straight answer when you seriously ask him about him being, you know, a cheater or not? He can never give her a straight answer. He's never been somebody that really showed his wife real affection or love. Like, he always acts like he's so tired of her. And I don't know what it is about men liking to make women feel like, oh, the ball and chain. Oh my God, I have to have a wife. Like, you don't have to have a wife, nigga. You don't have to have a wife. I don't know where y'all get this from, that y'all are being forced to be husbands. You don't have to be a husband, nigga. And to me, I think it's ridiculous that women let y'all play with them like that. I say it all the time. Don't play with me like that. Don't ever make it fucking seem like I'm a drag. Please don't do that.
When the season airs, but I'll say this much. Based on what I was told, I did speak to Marceau. He is fine. It is definitely a situation to where once he's able to explain it, I think all of you guys will be like, got it.
Sounds like a fight. Third degree, that like a bar, like a fight in a bar.
You are a journalist. Hey, Portia. Yes. Allegedly. I don't know.
Journalism skills. I'm saying that sounds like a fight in a bar.
Yeah. And Marceau talk with his eyebrows up in like confrontation, so I can totally see him in a bar like, well, what you mean, man?
Nah, that's how I used to knew my daddy was good. My daddy would what is that? Why is that happening? Hold up, ho. I'm hearing a little fuzziness now. Hold up, ho. Hold up, ho. Cause you don't know Nan. Been the places I've been. Spend the grands that I spend. Fuck about 5 or 6 best friends in. You don't know Nan, ho. You don't know Nan. I don't know what's going on. I hear it's very staticky. What is this staticky shit? Listen, bitch. You better get it the fuck together. I'm sorry, y'all. Does it come off like I'm not in the mood? Cause I'm not. Okay. I don't know. Maybe that sounds better. I sound good on your end. Okay, well, that's all that matters then. Thank you. Let's rewind this for a second because TikTok is better than Instagram.
I don't know.
Journalism skills. I'm saying that sounds like a fight in a bar.
Yeah. And Marceau talk with his eyebrows up in like confrontation. So
that's what I was about to say. That's what my daddy used to do, bro. Like, that's how you know. You know what I mean? He would bite his lip and then he would raise his eyebrows. Okay. That's why I be like, y'all don't know when niggas be upset. Y'all don't be, peeping. I hear a little stat. I don't know what that's about, girl.
And totally see him in a bar like, well, what you mean, man? What you gonna do? Hey, man. You know, I can totally see all of that. I'm with it, and I hope he won.
Why she keep calling you?
Now that we
Why the fuck
have
she
nothing to do
calling
with
you?
no woman or his wife or no weird shit like that. Good. I hope you won, Marceau. I hope you beat whoever ass it was.
Carlos said it wasn't his wife, but was it a woman?
That he was harassing or that situation? He did not
It wasn't a woman.
The police did not arrest him in regards to something with a woman.
Okay, so he got into a fight
In
somewhere.
terms of that, no.
Eating that shit too hard.
Clarifying question. So he got booked at 7:31 a.m. A bar fight, like he wasn't at the bar in the morning.
Great. Yep. Oh, yep. I
So he got into like a fight in the McDonald's drive-thru, probably getting like an egg McMuffin or a McGriddle or something.
Well, he owns a bar too. So a lot of times, you know, restaurant owners and bar owners, they'll lock the doors and have private, you know, 1-2s with their friends and family. And what if it was Maurice? What if Maurice had enough of him?
Oh, that why you laughing, Carlos? Why you laughing, Carlos?
Bullshitting with that construction. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was like, nigga, you got one more day, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great catch, Jazzy. 7 a.m. That wasn't a club.
Yo.
Because ain't no motherfucking clubs open in no Huntsville. Huntsville got like one main street. I wish they stopped.
Listen, we
Unless
joking.
he got arrested the morning after, like had the fight at the club.
And then they went to his house.
Yeah, then they went to his house to pick him up. I don't know. I wasn't there.
And I ain't gossiped with Carlos about it yet, so I actually don't know either. But, listen, it sounds he was only in custody for what, 2 hours, a little over 2 hours, small bond fee. This is not very serious. I think it sounds very procedural, like a process of some sort that had to be seen through, connected to whatever the issue was. Now the writ part.
Y'all need to be glad I ain't in here spraying Florida water in a spray bottle all over my equipment, okay? Shit.
I believe I'm no legal eagle, but you know Ebony K. Williams is one of my best friends. Shout out to you, Ebony K. Williams.
Hey, Ebony.
And I believe the writ part, I believe that refers to something from the past, right? So like this is an infraction against something that was previously maybe in order of some sort or whatever, and he violated it in some way, and the language they have to use is the assault and harassment. That's what I'm assuming. I have no fucking idea. And again, I just hope he won.
So
I don't know, you know.
Some old beef, huh?
Yeah. The alias writ is like basically like a try again from a court order. Like they tried to maybe serve him, couldn't find him, and then it kind of like came back into play. I just graduated, as you guys know, from the Portia Williams School of Journalism. Alias writ. I was like, I actually am not familiar with that. Let me find out in like in layman's term, because I am a layman.
Did Marcel use a bat?
Never do these 3 things after.
Okay. Well, it sounds like the consensus here is whatever happened, I guess the person who Marceau put hands on deserved it. Is that the idea here, girl? And we can't find out what's going on and when he can talk about it. Y'all work on my nerves with this. We know you got arrested. We know you did something. You know we know that you know we know. And you can't come and say anything about what the fuck happened. Your producer can't say. And this will work on my nerves about Carlos, because every time one of these men gets into a fight or an altercation and they end up getting arrested, he'll get his ass on the internet and tell us that we'll hear about it on the show. Guess what happens when we get to the show? We don't ever fucking hear about it. Martell got arrested at some point during one of them seasons. Oh, we gonna hear about it on the show. Got to the show. Ain't hear a motherfucking thing. The police report notes that officers responded to a 5 a.m. disturbance call regarding an active physical fight inside a business on Oakwood Avenue where Marceau's Lounge is located. Yeah, it's given, like he said, after hours, y'all have people down to the bar 1 and somebody got into a fight. What they fighting for? What is going on? Y'all work on my nerves on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's move on. So, y'all, Clarissa Shields, girl, we talked about her yesterday. Well, guess what? More was said. That's right. More was said. Once again.
I'm having a baby next year.
Okay.
And that's Pap plan.
Does Pap know he's having a baby next year?
Pap, you know you're having a baby next year?
He said absolutely.
Well, it's funny you ask that because he asked me to have a baby.
Okay.
I don't have no kids.
Okay.
So it's like, when he asked me, we supposed to have a baby this year.
Okay.
But I told him I got a few more girls' ass I want to kick. So we compromised with Let Me Box this year.
So you telling me a nigga that's still married to another woman is asking you about when you gonna have a baby, and you don't realize that it's so that he can stake claim over your finances? You will clearly be made to seem unfit as a mother, and he could get child support. But go ahead, girl.
And then next year I can have my first kid and give him a kid. It's the BET Awards. You don't have to vote for that. People pick that award. I have many awards that I've earned that people know that I deserve. So like I said, with BET, I'm not really I'm not upset that Asia Wilson won. I mean, she's great at what she does, but when it comes to my accolades and what I do, I know where I stand. So it's not really a comparison thing. Like, I'm happy for Asia, and I was happy that Angel Reese won too.
That's
I think
good.
people try to make it seem like I was coming at Angel Reese, but why would I come at Angel Reese when y'all do that already?
True.
I'm not a person who join hate trains about people.
No, but you, in essence, are a hater. In essence, like, I don't want you to be a hater, but most of the time you come off like a hater. Just a little bit of a hater.
I don't talk with people. I don't go harassing them, talking about them, being mean to them. Like, I know how hard it is to be great. So these girls are working their butts off and making their own path. So I'm not against them, and congrats to them. But it's the BET Award.
Yeah.
I mean, before I die, I am quite sure I will win the BET Awards. But what
BET
God has for
Award?
me in his timing is best. So I'm
Does she
not
even have a BET
upset about it.
Award?
Me and Pap enjoyed the BET Awards. We looked. It was just a good time at the BET Awards. So it wasn't all about winning the award. I mean, I won plenty of. I want to know, when have y'all ever seen Pap dancing and jumping up and down and all that stuff? He's a man.
Right.
When y'all ever seen that? Like, Pap is very militant. He walk with his chest up,
Shoulders back.
shoulders
up,
back, and
yeah.
you better not fuck with him or me.
You're
That's
right.
just how he is. So, in the video, I didn't think nothing was wrong with the video. They're saying,
Me either.
you're trying to say, oh, I'll force him to come. Well,
No, nobody with sense believes that, Clarissa. Nobody. See, that's the thing. They want it to seem as if you're twisting his arm. I don't know why they do that. But really what it looks like is a man that's with a woman that he's using, but he doesn't really like her. That's what it seems like.
you want to force a Brooklyn.
And that's not no tea, no shade to you. Because I feel like when we say that, it comes off like you're trying to make the woman feel bad that the man don't like her. And it's like, no, fuck him. Who cares what he likes? Okay? Who cares who or what this nigga likes? The point is, he's not genuine with you. And you're genuine with him. And my God, if all of us don't know what the fuck that feel like.
To come anywhere, you better have a gun and you better use it. I don't like the post that BET made, and we reached out to them and told them, like, that was a whack ass caption, honestly, because like, y'all invited us, y'all nominated me. I didn't have to drag my man to come nowhere with me. Like, and to all the girlies who keep
They
saying
must
he
have
not happy,
changed it.
baby,
They must have changed the caption by the time I got there. Because it ain't say nothing mean by the time I got there.
come over here and try to do the job.
Ooh.
He gonna block you. He'll call you a bunch of names. Like Pap is not a smiley type of guy. It's like, I'm a multimillionaire. I'm 31. I look good. I got a fat
Congratulations.
booty.
Okay.
Like, it's
And you do. And do. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find. Oh, I can find it. I can find it. What? He wasn't smiley? He wasn't smiley? No, that's not him. Love is afraid became the love of my life. You are my friend. I can't depend. You got your baby. Feels like a simple true love. Yeah. For Ishmi and Clear. Okay, listen. He look like a smiling ass nigga in all them pictures, don't he? Oh Lord, I don't know when this horror story of a relationship is gonna end, but whenever it does, child, it will be a mess. Well, let's move on to more issues that are a mess and people fighting. Girl, they said Kirk Franklin was down there about to get into it with a strange nigga with freeform locks on the street. Let's take a look.
If anybody teaches a different doctrine, I cannot shake their hand and wish them Godspeed. You need to repent. You need to repent from your sins. You need to repent. You need to repent. You and your wife are going to go to hell. You and your wife are going to go to hell. Yes, you and your wife are going to go to hell.
Look. Lil Kirk was what? Nigga? What? Stop holding me back, nigga. What? Look at this man. Look at this man. Look at this man. Tammy Franklin, my ninja out here defending my honor. LOL. Nah, ma'am. That's just corny. Don't y'all find that was just a tad bit corny, don't you think? Like, what? Girl, what? Yo, ninja out here defending your honor. Because the man said y'all need to repent, y'all gonna go to hell. I mean, ain't that the religion? Ain't that the religion, y'all? I mean, from what the white people on TikTok say, you know, Christianity is really a doomsday cult. It's a doomsday cult. Everybody finna die. And then when they finna die, they gonna go to hell. That's what they say. They say, and then some of the religions say only like 4,000 of them white people gonna be in heaven. That's what they say. They say the rest of us gonna go to hell. Okay? And then the black people said, well, as long as you're not gay. Everybody else going to hell. I'm sorry. As long as you're not gay, you're going to heaven. That's how black people be. They be like, we eat shrimp, we mix fabrics, we fuck way before marriage, after marriage, during marriage, we cheat, we covet, we steal, we love being scammers and shit. And at the end of the day, we're not gay. And that's the most important part. Which is why we about to segue to Young Miami, because this feel like the segue to Young Miami. But Kirk, what the fuck is you out here doing? Before I move on, why is you out here with your pectorals out and a motherfucking wife beater, getting into it with a weird looking nigga that look like he live in his mama basement? Look unkept, look dusty, look crusty. Why is you even having a conversation? Let me tell y'all what y'all got to stop doing. Stop with all this motherfucking virtue signaling. Stop trying to create these moments where it seems as if you're trying to be loving to your enemy, somebody that's being straight up disrespectful to you. Be a real fucking person. It don't always, like, I'm not trying to hug no nigga talking to me like that. And now it took for him to say you and your wife need to repent because y'all going to hell. Then now you won't get all upset and all of that. Nah, as soon as somebody come up to me, y'all, I blocked somebody today. Listen, hey hun, sorry. It was too much. So first it said Cardi B fan club. I click on it to see what it says. And then it was like, Jesus loves you and all of this shit. And I said, block? That's too confusing. I don't know what that is. Get that the fuck away from me. Okay? Y'all know I don't like when people say Jesus loves you. I don't like that. It feels like, I don't know. It feels creepy. Feels like a judgment. Feels condescending. Feels like it's coming out of the mouth of an evil person, which means it has some blasphemy to it, but they'll never see it like that because they use that kind of like as a dart to throw at people. Jesus loves you. Girl, get the fuck away from me. Get away from me. Always some creepy, weird person saying it. So I had to block them because I don't know what the fuck. How you a Cardi B fan page and then in a info in the bio part, you talking about it's not too late. Jesus loves you. Yeah, girl, you can't follow me. You trying Sound like you trying to convert people. Don't be over here trying to convert no fucking body, okay? Practice your shit in peace. Don't be out here trying to convert nobody. That's just odd. I don't like it. But yeah, look at this man. Look at this man. Kirk, if you wasn't such a attention whore, okay? And listen, I don't have no problems with Kirk, y'all. But I feel like, see, look, why are you trying to hug him? You know the cameras are there. You know, this is a moment. You're trying to create a moment instead of just looking at a nigga, him being weird, talking to you crazy, and just ignoring, moving away from. Why are you over there even engaging? As soon as that nigga said something to me, I'd have looked back at him and been like, you know what? I'm about to go inside. Y'all have a good night. What is you sitting up here going back and forth with this nigga to security? Got to drag your little ass away from him. Yeah, like bless your heart. Yeah, that's very similar. A very similar thing is happening. Like who the fuck is you talking to? Right? I don't like that shit. But let's get to Young Miami. So there was conversation. So first of all, before we get into this content creator, there was another content creator. I did not save her video, but she made a video, and I think I might have shared it with some people. I'm not sure. But she writes up all of her little ideas, right? She has premonitions or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but she will be looking at culture or social media shit, different celebrities, and come up with what she thinks is gonna happen, okay? And she writes it all down on paper. I follow her on TikTok, but I don't be remembering nobody's name, okay? But she came up with how she felt like Young Miami has successfully washed she and Diddy's image. Diddy's about to get out of jail. She just signed to Andre Harrell, R.I.P., his old record label, Uptown, which feels like something that Diddy might have some type of part in, even though we don't know that. Feels that way, okay? And y'all think she got the song of the summer. So that means, that means something. That means that we see her differently because we singing this song. And I'm like, see, this why we can't like shit. Y'all make me so angry. Why I can't like this stupid ass song? I'm grown. You're not gonna convince me with a backtrack of children screaming to be a fucking scammer to be a scammer. You're not gonna convince me to do that. I'm almost 40 years old. However, there's a demographic of people that I guess would hear this shit and think this is licensed to go be a motherfucking scammer. I understand. A lot of hoes is out here scamming, okay? It's never been my way. I don't like looking over my shoulder. When you live any type of life where you doing illegal shit like that, you always got to be looking over your shoulder. And my parents created an anxiety in me that does not leave easily. So I don't need any extra shit on top of the anxiety I'm already living with from my motherfucking trauma, bitch. Okay? I don't need anything else. All right? So I do my shit, where you're supposed to do your shit. I don't really like the promotion of such things, okay? I don't. Absolutely not. But I also feel like the system is fucked up and y'all be raping people. So, and I mean financially, I mean spiritually, mentally, energetically, they farm our energy. That's why, when the evil one is in office, there's always a new story to upset you or piss you off or scare you. Every fucking day there's a story because they're farming your energy. Farming your energy, okay? Y'all piss me off when y'all think that the bottom bitch has now graduated beyond just being a bottom bitch because she has one good song. And all of the times of her up there wasting time at the fucking studio, she come out with one good song that the truth of the matter is it's only the chorus. It's only the chorus. It's not nothing else about the song. I heard the song. I've only heard the song. I've never played it myself. So I've only heard it like in spurts. And then when somebody played it at the party this weekend and I heard it in its entirety, I was like, she still can't rap. But whenever you put a whole bunch of children on a track, it's not like we're going to like it. Think about put some songs in the comments that was a hit because it was children singing in the background, even if the person was a good rapper. Another person I think of is Trick Daddy. I don't know what this world, that was kids, okay? It's a whole bunch of songs that as soon as you put a choir of kids singing in the background, it's going to be a hit, bitch. I don't know what that's about, but that happens all the time. If it wasn't for the children screaming, where all my scamming ass niggas at? Spend that money fast, 50, all that shit. Spend that shit. Spend it. Like, yeah, it's just a good beat. It's just something to say. You're not really supposed to take that terrible ass advice. Yes, hard knock life, thank you. All my life, yes, okay. Hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Status we that we get. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. There's some other songs too that I can't think of. Jaheim. What song by Jaheim? Yes, same. But it also depends on who you scam. Because a lot of times niggas go fuck over people in their own environment, their own family. They, you know what I'm saying? They go fuck over people that ain't got shit just like they ain't got shit. Go scam on some motherfuckers with some actual money. No, I'm not mad at y'all, robbing Barbara and John to pay to pay Paul, bitch. Okay? I don't like, okay? I know I can. Okay, come on. Y'all put them in the comments. Lemonade. Yeah, and that is my shit. Oh my God. That's my shit. Listen, I'm gonna be on my call. Yeah. Not R. Kelly. I wish. Don't hate on us. Oh my God. Listen, y'all on it. That wasn't kids. That was a regular choir, but choirs work too. All right, y'all. Hold up. Let's get into this.
Spend That by Young Miami. I always cringe when I hear the song Spend That by Young Miami. I don't like what it's promoting, and I don't particularly care for the artist who made the song, especially given her ties to Diddy, ignorant comments in the past, and anti-queer stance regarding her son.
I didn't say nothing about gay people. I said that I would not want my son to be gay. Mm-hmm. That's what I said.
Yeah.
They saying that, okay, but you saying that you will beat him.
Yeah, that was the part that I saw.
That's the part that's like, that make it bad. But when you do something wrong, what you do?
Spend That.
You beat your kid. That's what you do. When you do something wrong, you beat your kid. And that's why y'all think it's okay for men to beat on women, because now, why did he beat her? What's his side? What did she do? Did she steal something from him? Because if she steals an inanimate object or money from you, that means you can beat her to death. I think you niggas are crazy. I think what she just said was like the craziest shit. Like,
welcome back to.
I'm sorry.
I always cringe.
I think it's some ignorant shit. I think this was some ignorant ass shit. I think this is what people who have been taught who to hate and what is wrong, which is so crazy to me, because these are the people that are okay with their boyfriends being murderers and drug dealers and rapists. Like, you're totally fine with being with men that rob and steal and kill. But a kid liking the same sex, that's wrong, and we should beat them for that. That is the mentality of a lot of hood people, and I don't like.
I don't give a fuck what you ask me. Man, come on.
That's how I feel.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
They saying that, okay, but you saying that you will beat him.
Yeah, that was the part that I saw.
That's the part that's like, that make it bad. But when you do something wrong, what you do?
Spend That, at its core, is a song about scamming, stealing money, aka boosting, and the glorification of gangsters. All harmful to the Black collective, in my opinion. And that's why I won't play, listen to, or promote that song. Now watch people get defensive toward my opinion. Did I say you all should stop?
Another thing, thank you for making that comment. Stop equating being a hoe to being a degenerate man that harms people, sells drugs, murders, kills, rapes. Like, stop equating a woman being a hoe to people going out, knocking motherfuckers over the head, stealing from them, killing them, raping people, selling drugs to the community, and ruining the environment, why do y'all act like that's the same thing as fucking? No, the pens are strong. And I be forgetting sometimes. You know, you just be liking to see smoke sometimes, and it'd be too much. You're like, oh my God, why did I do that to myself? Every time it catch me off guard. Sorry. But that's the thing. Diddy can be bisexual because he has money and because he's a psychopath. You can be gay if you're crazy enough to kill people. That's the message I always got. The message I always got was, at the end of the day, I can be whatever I want to be if I'm willing to stab you in the neck about it. Because at least if I'm crazy and I'm violent, you're going to be afraid of me. Therefore, you're more inclined to respect me. That's what I was taught growing up.
Stop listening to it, that would be ideal, but I can't control a person's behavior. All I can do is share my opinion. Also, I find this song to be ironic. I remember when Young Miami was part of City Girls with JT. JT was arrested in the past for fraud, aka scamming, which led Young Miami to have to hold down the City Girls on her own. All while saying free JT every chance she could get until her partner was released from being incarcerated. I also remember that mini documentary on YouTube speaking on the City Girls' rise to success. Toward the end of it, JT was in tears when she was about to be sent to prison. Is that what Young Miami wants for others? And it isn't lost on me that many of my beautiful black people are out here singing along to a song about scamming and stealing when not too long ago we were outraged that Cyrus Carmack Belton's family didn't receive justice after his life was taken by an East Asian shop owner who falsely accused him of stealing. For the record, this isn't my thought. I got this opinion from a person online, but I forgot who. Regarding the gangsta bit, I've already written in the past about the dangers of seeking out this type of relationship. Notice I didn't say all gangsters are bad people. I'm aware that the conditions that cause some people, especially black folk, to adopt that lifestyle isn't cut and dry. However, there is a link between gangsterism, or hood dudes, and loss of life, incarceration, STIs, and intimate partner violence. Speaking of which, hasn't Diddy had them gangster allegations before? And who was writing, pleading to a judge while Diddy was being sentenced for his crimes? This is the same man who we've all seen harming Cassie in a video, mind you. I'll be honest with y'all, the older I get, the more difficult it is for me to connect with music that I once enjoyed. Just last year, while on a road trip, I tried putting on 50 Cent's Before I Self-Destruct, and I couldn't get past the first few songs. Never liked Mobb Deep, and Biggie's catalog, when you consider what he was promoting, is highly overrated. To me,
Listen, and I'm a huge Biggie fan, but I feel like I can only listen to those lyrics because I'm smart. And those lyrics aren't going to influence me. I'm just going to listen to the song and say the lyrics. It's not really going to influence me.
There's levels to the music that I can consume. A little ignorance here and there is okay because everyone has flaws and deserves grace. However, an entire song promoting scamming? Nah. I'm a firm believer in music having power for good and bad. We know that music has healing powers, especially speaking on mood and memory loss. But is it far-fetched to believe that music can also lead to destruction? Notice I didn't say cause destruction. The research on that matter is dense and ongoing. But for my peace of mind, I cannot entertain songs like Spend That now or ever. I always cringe when I hear the song Spend That.
Yeah. So it's a level of pretending like you have morality that you really don't have that annoys me about this sect of black people. Because they do all of the other egregious fucked up things that are harmful. But my God, on today, if one is gay. I just, I think it's stupid. I think it's ignorant as fuck. I'm not mad at him for his stance. I'm not mad at Keandria for saying she didn't want to go see I Love Boosters. Like, I understand. I totally understand. Especially because for black people and young black boys and young black girls, like, the system is unfair to them. So you can't have a mentality with them that, oh, white people get away with these things, because y'all bring that up every time we start talking about every time we start trying to correct how young black people are, being degenerates, anytime we try to correct that, y'all want to bring up what white people get away with. Forgetting that just as white people get away with things, black kids, when they get caught, are not going to get the same, leniencies, which is why when we had that conversation about Carmelo Anthony, I took the stance that I took about how you still have to prepare them for the fact that people will antagonize them and try to get them out of character so that they can get this exact desired effect. Yeah, they may not want him to end up dead, but they want him to end up in jail behind bars. The whole shit is to put you behind bars. Duh. How much we got to keep explaining that to y'all? Abortion laws are so that your children will end up in jail or in the army. Because if you can't get rid of children that you don't want or that you can't take care of, your abuse and neglect will end up with those children going where? To jail or going into the military. Either way, a dead body for the government to get a checkup off of. Like, but keep acting like women having sex and women being sexual and sensual is the same thing as niggas killing each other, killing women, raping, beating, feeling like violence is a way to prove oneself. Y'all keep acting like we not living in that world. We are. India Ari, who often slut shames, came to the front. Because see, a part of my education in this is understanding that there is an aspect of our society that is not holding space for the fact that women are entitled to pleasure and to enjoy sex and to be sexual people and not be deemed as violent in the process. There's a part of this that y'all like to attach to the whole degenerate shit that I'm not really getting jiggy with. And y'all know I don't like no degenerate shit. I can't stand when you hoes have babies y'all can't take care of or you don't have the mindset to take care of. Y'all know I can't stand no stupid shit. So don't get me fucked up when I say this. But there is an area of life in which women have been excluded from pleasure, excluded from enjoying sex, being able to be a sexual creature. My mama was told that she couldn't leave her parents' house until she was fucking married because if you're living alone by yourself, you're considered a slut or a whore or something like that. And that's just in the fucking 70s. So excuse me if I get really tired of y'all acting like WAP is the worst song that ever came out because it talked about pussy and sex, which done consensually and amongst adults should not be considered a crime or degenerate just for sex's sake. Y'all work on my nerves. Y'all work on my nerves. Why do y'all do this? Why do y'all do this when we're having a very specific conversation? Why do y'all do this? Yes, everybody knows that women can be perverts and assault too. It does not happen at the same level that men do it to women. Literally, there's like a 80%, like a 90 percentile on how much men do this shit over women. But every time we have these conversations, y'all got to bring up, this small percentage of women that do these things. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's the point. Like, why we got to do that? Why we got to do that? I don't understand. It works on my nerves. You know why? Because it feels like a deflection. It feels like let's take some of the energy off of the men that we're talking about and put it on women. Let's take some of the energy off the men right now. Why? Now let's get to India Ari in the slut shaming. Now I'm not sure if that's what she was doing in this situation. I haven't read it yet. I feel like I'll probably agree with her. For clarity, I did not say that I think anyone needs to boycott the song. I said it is a sign of where we are as a culture that this song has been accepted so widely. And that's facts. I think people should do whatever they want to do. Okay, I agree with that. Hold up, let's see. You do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do, and that's that. Meanwhile, I also said that's the way we are embracing the songs. Embracing the song says about where we are as a culture, which is just facts. I can't see what that. What does that say, child? Let me zoom in. Start with the people in your generation that rapped and sang those ways years before this generation. Don't just out her. Lil Kim, Foxy Brown, Salt and Pepper, The Brat. Before that, Betty Davis, Millie Jackson, even in the 20s, Lucille Bogan. So no generation was no better than the next. The 70s and 80s was worse. And again, y'all are equating women talking about sex to this song, which is promoting people to be scammers. Those two things are not the same, y'all. Sex is not illegal. Sex won't, like, unless you get caught being a prostitute, having sex with a person within itself is not going to end with you going to jail. Scamming, which a lot of the young people like to do so that they can have a certain type of look to themselves, right? They will go out here and scam and end up in jail and fuck up their lives because their brains aren't fully formed, but they know they want the immediate gratification of what they would get. And this is something that's being sold to them. Just like yesterday when we talked about the weird ass woo lady that's out here trying to pimp the young girls, trying to convince them that it's a good lifestyle to be having to put antibacterial soap on your coochie because you out here spreading it wide and low. You're the one person I'm going to answer today. I've been speaking out about this since my first television appearance in 2001 with Bill Maher. What year were you born by the way? I never said a raunchy song shouldn't exist. I think a lot of times they exist in the wrong context. But I have said that many, many, many times, many ways, just so you know. And she has. She didn't like WAP. She didn't like that Megan Thee Stallion was performing in front of old people at Essence. And it's like, what song did y'all think she was going to come out and perform when y'all sat in the first row at the Megan Thee Stallion portion of Essence? I personally don't think there's anything wrong with grown women talking about the consensual sex that they have. And I don't understand why y'all think that's the same as doing illegal shit. Like, I don't understand. Girl. Let's see. For everyone who is coming into my DMs, here's some clarity for you. For anybody who cares to actually see the comments that sparked this post, here they are. Spent my entire adult life caring way too much because I finally learned that not everybody cares. No, seriously, I'm not even about to go through all of this because I totally understand what she's talking about. And it originally came from a post on Threads. Let me pull up the post on Threads. Spinach. It's a catchy song. Stupid shit. Okay, it's a catchy song. But has the music influenced the people, y'all? Absolutely. I don't know why everybody be acting like we don't all live in the same world. The music influences people heavily and not always for the best. So this is what that actually came from. Here's why, Kevin. I actually really like his page. He's the one that originally posted this. He said, this woman stood by and defended a man accused of rape, human trafficking, revenge porn, assault, attempted murder, and more. We all watched him beat the shit out of a young woman he groomed since she was 17 years old. She wrote a character witness statement on his behalf. She also doubled down on her statement that if her son were gay, she would beat his ass. And what did y'all do? Give her a song of the summer. Y'all are the reason we'll never be free. That's what started this. He said it, and in India, I said, I finally realized that not everybody wants to get free. And it was a very, very rude awakening shaking my head because the mass acceptance of this song is a crystal clear sign of this much bigger truth. And she's not wrong. I take the attitude with a lot of people a lot of the times that y'all just want to be where y'all at, and I'm going to leave you there. Like, Listen, I can only bring you to the water, baby. I can't make you drink it. Okay? And that's not to say I have all the answers, but there is a level of degeneracy that persists in our culture that it's just like, okay, bitch, well, if that's why you want to be with it, I'm going to let you have it. I'm not about to keep fighting with some of y'all. Like, I'm not about to keep going back and forth with some of y'all. Like, for instance, there are women out there who are just like Young Miami. This very weird dichotomy of being judgy and slut-shamey to other women, seeing other women as manipulative and fucked up, and then going and praising and being there and being a bottom bitch for men who do all kind of felonious, fucked up ass, I'm sorry, not felonious, fucked up ass shit. Diddy has been accused of some of the worst shit, and this lady, every time she come in talking to us, here she is defending that man and whatever it is he had going on. And I'm sorry, but I think one of the biggest problems that we have in this time is pick-me's that defend harmful, abusive men. Like, so no, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm glad I wasn't the only one that when I saw the way y'all, you know, some of y'all have been praising her and acting as if she's successfully manipulated everybody into thinking that something has changed. Nothing has changed. Diddy's the same person. She's the same person that they were before he went to jail. I don't, like, girl, I guess. Now, while you over there doing something actually harmful, writing witness statements to get niggas out of jail, niggas that very much have threatened people, girl, you don't know who gonna get hurt when that nigga get out of jail. And y'all out here like, yeah, let's help him get out. Oh, Lord. And then I had to tell, and then like, I hate when y'all make me defend, because Shannon Sharp, stupid ass, was talking to, what's that girl? Angela Simmons. He was talking to Angela Simmons, and he says to her what Young Miami said to him about dating or wanting to be with $100 million man, and how he feels like that's just so ridiculous. And it was like, first of all, why don't you have that conversation with Young Miami and tell her how ridiculous it is for her to get another Diddy? And some nigga was in the comments like, he's just saying how delusional she is. She's not delusional. She was with a man who was worth $100 million. She was basically saying, I don't want nobody but him. That was basically what she was saying. I don't want nobody but Sean. I'm waiting on Sean. I'm playing games out here so that, you know, it alleviates some of the pressure on my career that I stood beside him, but I'm still sticking beside him. Y'all take that and think she gonna be looking at y'all niggas who ain't got nothing, looking for $100 million in y'all motherfucking duffel bags or some shit. Like, it's crazy. But then in my mind, I'm like, Shannon, why do you care? You the type of nigga that like to go fuck on 19-year-old white girls and pay them for race play and assault them. And so they sue you and get, what, $9 million of your fucking money? $9 million of your fucking money, right? That's how much he had to pay her. 19 million, thank you. 19 million. Ain't it crazy how a nigga could be sitting up here telling a black woman she's delusional for wanting a man to have a certain amount of money. Meanwhile, you just go and pick up 19-year-old white girls up off the internet, fucking them and paying them out $19 million. That shit there is crazy. You got the whole access to white girls, Shannon. Why are you over here in these ignorant black ladies' business? Why are you in these ignorant black ladies' business? Let these ignorant black ladies have what the fuck they want to have. Because they gonna get what they deserve. Please don't get it twisted. It don't just happen to other women. It's gonna happen to you, bitch. That's not how none of this works. Okay. JT. Y'all mad at JT right now because JT is playing a fictional character. I never understand why y'all get mad about fictional characters. Y'all not scared enough of God for me. That's an issue. Girl, what the fuck is her pretending to be y'all's concept of the devil in a made up, in a made up video? What is that gonna do for God? Like y'all are really, I be thinking like in my mind, are y'all slow or something? Like, are y'all, like you have to, what's happening?
The body is the situation.
The body is the situation. The body is the situation.
She put some gold horns on her head and put on some red in a blonde wig. And now everybody is like, y'all ain't scared enough of God for me. Girl, what the fuck is God gonna say about this? You pretended to be a fictional character that one side of the world believes is the visual of a imaginary devil. Like y'all act like y'all actually seen the devil in real life. Like y'all act like it's not just like fake images that you've seen of called the devil over the years. That's not real. Y'all, it's not real. The real devils are the ones that look just like you and do fucked up shit in real life, like let little kids get raped and beat on and shit. That's the real devil, y'all. People dressing up in red and putting plastic gold spray painted horns on their head is not the worst shit that's happening in the world today, Craig. It's not real.
I still think about her.
Forever.
That's what she did.
It's the situation.
I'm glad I'm not Christian and can enjoy the art because these comments. And then if y'all would have actually looked into, y'all be so scared to look into anything. Forgetting who gave y'all Christianity, who told you what the devil looked like, all of that shit. Oh, Lord. Y'all crazy as hell, boy. Y'all are crazy as hell. All you got to do is put some red lighting up and some horns, and niggas gonna think that you actually the devil. Versus people that do actual bad shit. Y'all put a halo over their head. You hoes is weird. So, some people got sense. Why do people always equate dressing up as the devil or a demon to being different, unique, or creative? It's not. And it can be a bit off-putting, especially if you are religious. It is that serious. This person don't have no sense. It's not different, but it is art. And people do like to play on images. They do like to play on y'all's emotions about these things. My point is shit actually be evil all the time and y'all don't care. Y'all defend it. Y'all make apologies for it. Y'all make whole videos trying to dispel shit. I ain't gonna pull it up because I ain't really trying to get into it with y'all about y'all fave Michael Jackson. But I saw a video on TikTok. I'm tired of y'all making videos trying to dispel shit. They found a book. And back in the day, the Supreme Court was arguing a case because they was trying to figure out what CSAM, what child pornography actually is. Because what pedophiles like to do is have things that are on a fine line just right before it's inappropriate. That's what we found out when we watched that documentary about Nickelodeon and the kids with the pickles and the girls on the beds and having goo falling all over them and shit. Right? So it doesn't have to be exactly that in order for it to insinuate the sex part. There, the girl over there on TikTok that's always talking about what happened, when they were a child. People like to watch children eat. Pedophiles like to watch children eat food. That's where that whole pizza shit came from. If you have went down any rabbit hole about the way they be fucking with kids, you will find out that it's not always you just seeing a kid having sex or a kid nude completely. No. A lot of times it's them being fully clothed but eating food. Other times it's them being held by a certain person. All of this type of shit. Sometimes niggas will get off on sending pictures of women breastfeeding and all of this type of shit. It's a lot of weird ways in which people showcase that they are into children in an inappropriate way. Michael Jackson had books in his closet. Why the fuck are they in your closet, Michael? Because you pull them out when you want to masturbate? Of children that were nude, boys that were nude. And because he writes some creepy ass message inside the book talking about, oh, this is the childhood that I never had, being able to frolic naked. I didn't have this childhood. I hope my kids are able to frolic naked. And y'all will say that those weren't illegally obtained. So that changes the fact that that is absolutely child pornography in the hands of a nigga that keeps telling y'all it's okay to sleep in a bed with other people's children. I'm going to leave y'all alone. But it's crazy to me. They weren't illegal. Like, those books weren't illegal. Doesn't mean they weren't child pornography. Doesn't mean that there weren't nude children in the book. But y'all be in the comments talking about that nigga like he Jesus Christ. Y'all be in the comments talking about that nigga like y'all know for a fact he was a wonderful, amazing person and he would have never done anything like that. Y'all ain't never met that nigga a day in your motherfucking life. But because he turned white, all of a sudden this halo effect happens. But let a motherfucker put some red on. Let a motherfucker put some horns on their head and do some dark lighting. And now we're calling on God because now we know what a demon looks like, right? Somebody put on a costume. They a demon. A nigga straight up on some fuck shit for years. Y'all out here like, no. No. Just like that shit was crazy with Big Tigger. That shit was crazy as hell with Big Tigger. I was not expecting people to be in my comments talking about that lady was being manipulative after we watched a video of this nigga putting hands on her. You could have video of these niggas doing shit and there'll always be somebody defending them and saying it's not what we saying it is. Y'all wildin'. Y'all wildin'. Y'all get caught up on the wrong shit. It's giving slow. It's given when a costume and some colors come across the screen. Everybody, oh my God, what's that? Oh my God, it's red. It's the devil. Oh my God, it's white. It's God. Like, come on. Like, wake the fuck up. Wake it up, people. Wake it up. Now, we're moving on. Jussie Smollette, he who is back. Shout out the Layla gang. Somebody called him a deity in the comments. Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen the way they talk about him. The world didn't desert girl. It's very, very, very like insert conceited meme. Lord. So this is how I found out that Jussie Smollette was back on the scene.
I ain't hurt no more.
Yo, kill it, y'all. That's my shit. I hit that shit quick, right? That's the cold as far as I'm concerned. Y'all, she be so good. Cause you know, you always see her first. And then you go find him. Or somebody superimpose themselves on it. That's hilarious. supposed to be, oh, like it's like he wasn't open in the back, oh. It was supposed to be more open in the back, but when you be on stage and you be winded, it be hard. You're not even on steps, sis. You're not. Oh, it's the cold. Whoa, wiggle. Y'all, Jussie Smollette is back and apparently dating Karamo Brown. Well, this is surprising. This is surprising to me because I feel like they both don't they give like versatile? Don't they give switch? Don't they give both the same type of energy? Listen, this is giving a gay and a gay. This doesn't normally happen. It's not normally a gay and a gay. Not like this. Like, this is cute. This is cute. Girl, let me zoom in. Really? Oh my God. I wasn't expecting this.
But no, you are dating a black man. And you can tell me when to stop because I'm not going to reveal his identity. That's your story to tell. He is a celebrity.
I am dating a celebrity.
And I wasn't gagging that you were the black man. I was gagging because of his identity. So after I gagged, and I said this to the both of you guys, I said, oh, bitch, y'all about to break the motherfucking internet. Because you two are such a beautiful couple.
Thanks.
And it makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. He is, I've always said this about him to people. He is a sweetheart. And he and I...
Why would people be mad about this? I think it's cute.
Aren't like the best of friends or anything, but when you are in these spaces, you run into the same people. And what I will always... But no, you are dating. I always say about that man, I would be on the red carpet doing my thing, and he would be like... And I'd be like, hey, he'd be like, you good? I'm like, I'm great. He'd be like, tell my friends to say hi, because we got mutual friends. And he's always just been a sweetheart.
Yeah.
And I know you have had experiences being unlucky in love.
Yes.
Do you think he's the one?
I know it. I'm 100% sure. I could get emotional. I've met my equal. And it's powerful when you meet someone who you feel 100% safe with, you feel 100% secure with, who you can just trust with your heart because they are just a great human being.
Jussie was engaged a month ago. Oh my God. It's giving y'all was cheating.
And they get everything, it's special.
It's the gays.
It's pretty amazing.
It's the gays, like the gays. You move on quickly. You know what I'm saying? They're men, for God's sakes.
And that's the reason why we're
always say about that man,
we're taking it slow and not taking it slow. We're not taking it slow. We are deep in love. Yeah. But why we are not public yet, because we don't want comments. You know what I mean? And so
Karamo, are you doing a little too much Botox? I don't know.
We are protecting the love we have because, I do believe this is going to be my husband. I believe this is going to be my forever person. I feel it every single day. We don't have any arguments. Everything is just easy. And not saying that we don't have discussions, but everything is just easy. We just get each other. It's constant laughter. It's constant love. It's just constant everything.
But sometimes that's how life goes, though, y'all. They say more so because Karamo has been tossed aside by the white gays that he used to fucking. And Jussie was engaged earlier this month. Listen, you gotta let hoes be hoes. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when hoes find each other, it was meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, not what, Bondi? I'm gonna need you to go with the majority on this. Karamo is way too good for Jussie Smollette. What? Listen, I feel like I don't know them like that. I don't know them like that. You know, enough to feel any type of way about it. But what I mean is, Black men do not end up around a whole bunch of white people for no reason at all. Okay? And what I mean by that is you usually end up in situations like that from a lot of trauma. Y'all forget, Black people are homophobic. White people are not as homophobic as Black people are. And so sometimes Black people like Karamo, I ended up being around a whole bunch of white people because they were more accepting of me. However, what you begin to learn is that white people still be white people in. White people will still white people you, girl. They will still snake you. They will still have it in the back of their minds that, yeah, we're good and all of that, but we're Black. You're Black. So that if I have to choose between me and you, I'm going to choose me because, honey, you're Black. And a lot of Black people don't understand that. They think they're having like genuine friendships and connections with these white people, and they're not. And it really does take, like what happened with Queer Eye and them, you know, dogging him out the way they did. It does take those types of situations in your life for you to actively see what the fuck is going on. And if then you find yourself with light-skinned Jussie Smollette that lied to everybody and we don't know how we feel about him, he just went through something, right? He was just in a relationship. Who knows what happened with that, okay? But ultimately, I feel like let these people do what they're going to do. Like, let these people do what they're going to do. Meaning that if they're going to be together, they're going to be together. If they're going to break up, they're going to break up. And then if we get the deets out, I'll have more to say. But I don't know enough about them in their lives. They both seem to be like more private when it comes to their relationship. So I don't know enough about them in order to be upset about this. To me, I'm just going to go off the fact that they're both attractive. And, you know, they both attractive. Like, I don't be mad at people when they be attractive, girl. Okay, get that dig. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not mad about it. Let me see what y'all talking about. Thief said, why was I expecting Karamo and Andy Cohen? Thank you for the super chat. And honestly, I'm so glad that's not the case. Because I definitely don't want Karamo to end up with Andy Cohen. Because Andy Cohen is, I feel like, one of them white men. Don't know Black people need to actually be. No, he give, I fuck Black men, but I would never bring them home. That's what he give. It's my friend. Thank you, Harlem girl. For someone who's about to be half a century, I appreciate your authenticity, knowledge, and book recommendations. They have helped increase my knowledge. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for the 50, okay? And thank you for being here. But yeah, y'all, I like Karamo and Jussie. That's cute. So y'all, we're gonna get into some white people's news. Girl, this what happened today. 2 people climbed to the top of the Empire State Building in New York City. Girl, what the fuck? What the sign say? When the power of love beats the love of power, the world knows peace. That is what the banner 2 climbers brought to the top of the Empire State Building reads. The climbers are a couple and one of them just proposed. They're now climbing down. I knew this was some bullshit. Because you can't come up here talking about because it's giving anti-empire, right? It's giving anti-government. If you're not anti all of that, including patriarchy, then you're just a greedy little clout slut. That's what it's giving. It's giving y'all are greedy little clout sluts that wanted to make a moment out of your proposal into mundane marriage. Get the fuck out of here with this. Like, oh my God. They really on the top of the Empire State Building as a couple. Talking about when the power of love beats the love of power, the world will know peace. That's a great line. It's true. It's a true line. But I don't like that y'all are using it as y'all get engaged. Like, in order to do something very, like, you know, girl, it's very propaganda-y. It's very propaganda-y. Who asked for this? Who asked for this, y'all? It's white people. More on white people. Okay, so y'all know sometimes I just like to share with y'all the stuff that I be seeing online. Did y'all see this? Now let me tell y'all. I used to like me some Jimmy Fallon. So over the years, I've had to like come to terms with the fact that like he had blackface. But this recently, girl, the nice guy didn't hurt me, except he did. And you know, the nice guy is a very, very interesting character, right? And I don't like nice guys. Like, I prefer my man with a little bit of asshole attached to him, because then I know you're being sincere. Don't be fake nice to me. Don't be fake nice to me. Okay? That's weird. And I could read fake nice. I don't like fake nice. Like, don't even engage. Just be over there. It's okay. You don't have to speak to me. I don't need you to talk to me. On Jimmy Fallon, the men who hold the door open and what I had to lose to learn the difference. Let's get into it. I've been a Jimmy Fallon fan for a long time, in the way where his energy felt genuinely safe, where watching him felt like proof that men could be warm and funny and completely harmless. He seemed like one of the good ones. And I needed to believe that good ones existed, because I had just finished learning what the other kind costs you. Stephanie St. John, the nice guy didn't hurt me, except he did. So when I saw he had Conor McGregor on his show last week with the full Tonight Show treatment, it confirmed something I had been trying to articulate for years. There are two kinds of men, and we have been confusing them for a very long time. The nice guy is easy to be around. He's warm. He makes everyone feel included. He's quick with a smile, slow to make waves, and deeply committed to keeping the peace. He's also everyone's friend, which means he's no one's protector. I have known a nice guy up close. That was, in fact, the first thing I noticed. How easy he was, how comfortable, how effortlessly he made every room feel lighter. It took time to understand what was actually happening beneath that. The warmth was real, but it was also a door. It let me lower every guard I had, and behind it was something I never would have let in if it had introduced itself honestly. By the time I understood what I was living inside, the harm had been quiet and constant and hidden behind a personality the whole world found charming. Ooh, girl. Because that be the worst kind, girl. The ones that everybody else thinks is a good guy, those are the fucking worst. Because it means when they do something to you, nobody believes you. Or just people take their side automatically. Fallon didn't rape anyone. He just gave a man who did a couch, a camera, and a crowd. He asked easy questions. He laughed at the right moments. He did what nice guys do. He made it comfortable. He made it normal. He held the door open. This is not a small thing. This is precisely how abuse continues at scale. If you stand by and allow evil to occur, you might as well be the evil itself. I don't write that to be dramatic. I write it because I lived a small version of it in a relationship where everyone around us was a Jimmy Fallon. Warm, well-meaning, conflict averse, and not one of them named what was happening. Not one of them made it harder for him. They made it easier. The good man isn't always easy. He doesn't prioritize your comfort over your safety. He names things even when the naming costs something. He doesn't wait for the woman in the room to raise her hand and formally object before he decides something is wrong. He already knows, and he acts accordingly. That's why I tell y'all all the time, a victim don't have to know they're a victim in order for me to say what the fuck it is. I don't give a fuck what she said if she was okay with being mistreated. Bitch, you're being mistreated. Good men don't need women to brief them on abuse before they recognize it. They don't need the situation to become undeniable before they say something. They use whatever proximity or platform they have, a dinner table, a television show, a friendship, to make it harder for harm to move freely. That is not a high bar. It just requires being willing to make someone uncomfortable, to not be liked by everyone, to let the warmth be in service of something real rather than something performed. Nice is a reputation. Good is a practice. I'm not writing this to cancel Jimmy Fallon. I'm writing this because he is a perfect, legible example of something that happens in every workplace, every friend group, every family. The manager who has a talk with the harasser and then does nothing. The friend who keeps inviting the guy everyone knows is dangerous. The family member who says he's not that bad and means, please don't make this hard. These people are not villains. That's the whole point. They're nice. They're likable. And they are the reason the harm never stops. When the nice guys, the popular ones, the well-meaning ones, the ones with the platforms don't stand up, they don't stay neutral. They become the mechanism by which the bad stuff continues. They normalize it. They make it livable. They make it our problem to solve, our voices that have to get louder, our bodies that have to absorb the cost of their silence. I, for one, am tired of that cost. My daughter was born this year. Her name is Nova. I think about what I want her to know about men, not fear. I don't want to hand her fear. I want to hand her discernment, the ability to tell the difference between a man whose warmth is a gift and a man whose warmth is a cover story. I also think about what I'm teaching the man I'm building a life with and the boys we are raising, that good isn't a default. It's a daily choice. It's saying the uncomfortable thing. It's refusing to hold the door open for someone who hurt the people you love. Jimmy Fallon has a platform that most of us will never have. He had a choice that most of us will never get. He made the nice one. We can do better than nice. And so, shout out to the lady who wrote this, Lessons in Discernment on Instagram. I had to save it once I saw it because I felt like it definitely tapped on a feeling that I have. And the reason why I have the energy that I have towards certain people. Y'all think that it's, oh, you hate this. No, I don't hate people, but no, I'm not going to make it easy for you. No, I'm not. For all you niggas out there that get mad at me because I put women up on game and tell them shit y'all don't want me to tell them. Or even for women out there that y'all don't want me to call y'all to the carpet for being weird ass homophobic bitches and shit. Sorry, but it is what it is. I'm not here to make everybody comfortable. Especially when I feel like, you know, it's so y'all can get away with being harmful to people just because you can. Okay. And speaking of, Christopher Brown, one of you guys' favorite people to make excuses for, one of you guys' favorite people to act as if he's not the problematic, seemingly sociopath that he is. I don't know, but that's what it seemed like to me, bitch. I don't know. But what I do know is that he was ordered to pay that lady whose face got chopped off by a dog bite. I know y'all don't see this how it is, but that lady will forever be deformed. Her face will never look the same again. $13 million. That's why you asked for 90 so we could bring it down. He got to pay that lady $13 million. He was liable. Of course he was liable. I don't even understand how you don't think you were. As a dog owner, myself, I know that if my dog bites somebody or hurts somebody, it's my responsibility because I'm responsible for the dog. Okay? You want to sit up there and act like even the, oh, it's not my dog. Yeah, it's your fucking dog. The dog is securing your property. I don't care if the dog belongs to the security. The security is yours. The dog is on your property with your permission. It's your responsibility. The way he even, and I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all was pissing me off acting like the way he responded to that situation was okay. Like it did not show. Like what I really wanted somebody to let me know what would have been the outcome that y'all was so scared was going to happen if he had called the police immediately. If he had called the police immediately, what the fuck was going to be said that was going to cause issue? Oh, we just didn't want a story to hit the blogs. Why? At this point, explain to me why. Why would you not want a story to hit the blogs? Why? Any other time you want to be on the blogs. Any other time you want to be seen. You want the attention. You want to cry. You want to bitch a fit about not getting an award, not getting the opportunity to be at some award show, not getting the opportunity to perform for Michael Jackson, whatever the fuck it is. Whenever you feel like getting up on the internet to bitch out about how you feel like you still being treated bad, even though you selling out tours and these hoes love you and they definitely coming to see you and Usher. You can get on the internet and whine when you want to. Something tragic like this happens, which would be a public situation regardless because somebody got hurt on your property. You're famous. This makes the news anyway, nigga. What about the 911 call what we afraid of? I'm going to look in the comments and see if somebody can tell me. What the fuck was we going to hear on the 911 call that was going to make everything so different? That lady could have fucking died bleeding out because you needed to think about what was best for you in the moment as the lady is laying there bleeding out. I don't like when y'all make excuses for people like this. I don't care. Like, oh, what you thought the police was going to show up and harm you with the lady bleeding out on the floor? So the better option is to call your manager and tell your manager to call them, and then they're still going to come to the same place. What? And this, which is so crazy to me. So you mean to tell me you didn't have nobody else on that property that was already there that you could have 911 tell them to come? You could so none of the other security guards, nobody. No, instead you call you. To me, it feel like what the fuck else was going on in that house that day? That's what my mind goes. When you trying so hard to make to not be on the 911 call, I'm wondering what else was going on in the house that day. He tried to actively keep her from reporting it. Meanwhile, when he's out of town, I don't know who the fuck he be letting stay at his house, but the police get called around there every other day. Somebody is coming out saying that, oh, a lady got in a fight with a man outside Chris Brown's house. Oh, something happened at Chris Brown's house. He don't even be home, and shit be happening at his house. To me, it shows a lack of empathy. It shows a lack of empathy. Now, Bam, what the hell? Talking about so happy the dog wasn't black. What the fuck? Oh, it was a Caucasian shepherd dog. Child, y'all, I can't with y'all. I said he was going to lose after I read the report. It was so sad. I saw his defense. It wasn't his dog, but it was on his property because it was a security dog. The dog got loose and attacked her. When Chris found her, he sought medical help but didn't call the police, so the 911 call wouldn't be released. So technically, to a judge, he thought about himself before the victim. Not just to a judge, to anybody with fucking sense. So she eventually got help for her injuries, but not before they tried to keep it under wraps first. He may as well have done everything right and offered her a settlement. Letting a judge make that call, yeah, $13 million based off injuries, emotional, etc. legally is correct. Sorry, Chris Brown, unfortunate situation. Is it unfortunate, or is it somebody being the sociopath that, they seem to be? He don't really seem to give a fuck about nobody but himself. That's just my opinion. I don't know the nigga. But yeah, if a lady bleeding out from a dog bite on her fucking face, I don't know why my first inclination would be to make sure that the lady didn't die first. I don't know. I guess that's just me. My bad. Hold up. Let me see. Yeah, so that crazy bitches is out there again. Y'all, what do y'all think Ray J has done with his money? What do y'all think Ray J has done? Oh, powder. Okay, we think that's what Ray J did with his money. The reason why I say, what do y'all think this nigga did with his money is because the reason why a man who was like stigmata bleeding from the fucking eyeballs a few months ago is now entering into his second boxing match. Y'all, this boxing match is with Orlando Brown. And y'all know that this is straight comedy, right? But it still is like, Ray J, what the fuck? Like, I almost feel, and I hate to say it like this, y'all, because I don't, I'm not going to say I don't wish death on people, because I do. It's not the worst thing. You'll come back. They'll rinse you off and bring you back with no memory of your previous life. You'll get another try at it. It's okay. Energy is never destroyed, merely transferred from one state to another. Okay. But I do wonder sometimes, how are these people still alive? That's what I'm saying. I'm not wishing it on them, but there are some people that is like, this nigga still alive? It's almost like when people do drugs so much that they got to stay on the drugs, because if they stop doing the drugs, they going to die. Low key, that's what this be feeling like.
Brandy though, nigga.
I love my big sister.
Brandy, you're Brandy.
There's no diss about me.
Nigga, you're Rick James.
Why does that be a diss?
Brandy is Rick James.
Bro, I'll stick my whole
You're
finger
Rick
in your
James.
ass, nigga.
You
Stop
super
it.
And what is all of this shit with Ray J threatening to fuck people all the time? Ray J, why do you often threaten to unconsensual fuck people? Do you know that you sound like a rapist? Do you know you use raper type language often when you're in discourse with other men? Are we supposed to act like that's okay and normal for you to consistently be threatening to fuck niggas against their will? What's going on? Because I feel like we're ignoring this. Okay? I feel like we're ignoring this. Where's my shit at?
That's the rule. That's the goal now. What are we doing? What's going on?
Like, seriously.
Freak ass nigga, you super freak ass nigga, you a super freak, super freak, you super freak, yeah.
So should we bring lube to y'all fight?
Fuck you, Rick James. Fuck you.
Like we need lube.
Fuck you, Rick.
Hey, we got to slap the fuck out of you right now, nigga. Guys, we got to chill on
I'll
this.
slap the fuck out of you, nigga.
Fuck you, Rick.
All right, let's chill out on the sexual shit, bro.
On the rapey shit.
Sexual shit, Rick.
All right, chill out, bro.
Fuck you, Rick.
I'm gonna slap you, bro.
Rick James.
Is you gonna have AB help you train for this fight?
Yeah. Adrian Broner's helping me train. Shout out to AB.
How is he gonna help you train? He's drunk somewhere on a live stream.
Talked to him today. He's gonna be one of my main trainers. Dean the Great. All the Crash Out boys.
Oh, so he training you too? I seen a clip of y'all.
Yeah, we was all on the boat together.
Y'all think he a good trainer? He cause he be drunk a little bit.
He better be.
What's his
You're Brandy, nigga. But you're Brandy though, nigga.
Do you really believe you can defeat Ray J?
Yeah,
if so, why?
I'm doing this because you called me, my nigga. What I'm saying is, though,
I'm addicted to
ever since the
drugs.
Funny Marco interview, and I grabbed that mic. This
That's
nigga
what
been
it's
trying
giving.
to go crazy ever since then. I don't know if nigga, I ate you up a long time ago. You've been trying to get your fame back since then. So it makes sense that you would want to try to fight niggas that are bigger than you. You're Brandy's brother. So now we can all come together under my name to watch you niggas be famous because of me.
Do you really?
Oh, wow.
So do that sound like you admitting that you gonna lose? You just feel like you just come here because he called you. You ain't really got no smoke. Ain't no real aggression.
I just wish you. I wish you. Listen, I've been watching you for a long time.
Me too. You that's the regular brother.
Can I finish? Because you got a mouth. Your beard from your hair. I need you to be quiet.
Fab, I'm the host.
Okay,
you keep saying that's Brandy little brother. You that's the Raven homeboy from around the corner.
Can I finish?
So is you gonna get in the ring and whoop ass, or is you just here to feed your daughter?
Yeah, I'm still gonna finish what I said.
Go ahead. We're just trying to see because this sound like you admitting that you just gonna lose.
Don't ever disrespect Saucy Santana.
Cool.
Don't ever disrespect Saucy Santana.
And that's why your dick hard?
No, that's why your dick hard.
That's why your dick hard?
But you can never.
Don't ever disrespect my dick, my nigga.
That's why you...
Let him know, Ray J. Not that nigga out August 15th.
I'll be there. Listen. Don't play with me because I'll catch you outside and fuck you right now, nigga. Play with me, nigga. You looking real attractive right now, nigga.
So do that sound like you admitting that you gonna lose? You just feel like you just come here because he called you. You ain't really got no smoke. And you not a gangbanger. You need to stop doing that. People get hurt.
You
People get hurt
disrespecting the
like
gang,
that.
little Orlando.
There might be some real gangsters in the building.
Stick my fingers up your ass, nigga.
Oh, I said, do y'all got hands? Not do y'all got fingers? Ray J, what kind of match?
I feel like no women should be in the room for this. I feel like y'all should just let these niggas be gay together. right? Like, this is why I be feeling like men's aggression to each other is bordering on like sex. Like, that's what it's always bordering on. Like, this is right before y'all fuck. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen two? I hate you too. Oh, I love you so much, Jody. Like that.
This is gonna be what you want, Orlando.
Fingering your ass,
I don't know what the fuck that is, blood. Pirate.
What's really going on? Because it's like, Gage, see, I want to put my thumb in your butt. Like, I ain't saying nobody saying they
I'm
gonna
gonna put my thumb in your butt. Future said that, nigga.
He
Future
did.
said that,
sounds,
nigga.
he sounds
August
That ain't my
15th.
line, nigga.
August
Get your
15th.
motherfucking mic. Put it
You
in your
guys
ass,
will
nigga.
get a chance to settle this.
August 15th.
So what y'all got beef for? Because he laced you when y'all was 13?
Okay, right now we not fighting.
What's
We
up?
security.
What's
we
up?
security.
Oh, y'all
there's security.
scared.
There's security.
They kissing and cuddling. It's too much. Ray J, swing on him. Stop letting him try you like that.
Bro, I'm hard right now, nigga.
And you're not a gangbanger. You need to stop doing that. People get hurt.
No, and I don't like that they keep saying it's gay, it's gay, it's gay. Because, like, yes, there's like it's homoerotic, right? But there's a level of this that feels like, don't act like this is just some gay shit. This is not just gay shit. This is rapey shit. That's why I'm saying that. Because we're not gonna act like that, you know, y'all always like to blend those two things like they the same thing. They're not the same thing. Lacing somebody. Who got laced? Who got laced? Wait a minute. Child, we all know niggas that only get turned on by women if they are in some type of conflict. I know a dude that would only really be turned on if, like, you were fighting him off and all of that type of shit. Yeah, niggas be out here fantasizing about raping bitches. I don't know what that's about. Bondy the Bag says, Win is a sponsor. That's Papoose Media Company, child. Clarissa Money paying for this. My God, no. He slapped him with money? He slapped him with money? Did he just slap him with money? Now this nigga laughing. So now it's just people that's not in shape and can't fight signing up to just be a damn fool so a whole bunch of niggas can make money and watch y'all roll around on the ground together? Wow. This is what 2026 looking like, huh? Wow, everybody. That's wild. I don't know. I guess I wasn't expecting that. I don't know, bro. It's something very weird, man. Something very, 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 very weird about all of this that's going on in the world today. Lastly, y'all, well, I meant to play this video for y'all. We're going to talk about ASAP Rocky right quick before we get out of here. But I forgot to play this video for y'all yesterday, and I wanted to play it for y'all just because, you know, like, culturally, people be talking and they don't know what the fuck they be talking about. And I just be, you know, wanting to open up people's minds sometimes, you know. Everybody has different cultures, okay?
If societies, at least the one that I was raised with my own people, we have 7 genders of medicine. First one would be the women because they were made.
Now listen, he said he Native American. I don't know why he sound like a regular white boy from Calabasas. Don't ask me. I don't know why Emmett sound like that. But he got the garb on and he about to tell us about the culture.
First, shortly followed by the men, which is our second. The third one is women loving women. Fourth one is men loving men. Fifth one is women nurturing themselves to become men. Sixth one was men nurturing themselves to become women. And then the 7th one that we have, which is arguably the most sacred out of all of them, would be our two-spirit. So with two-spirits in our beliefs is that two-spirit person has equal proportions of the female and the male spirit back into one body. So my people have a story that's part of our, you know, overarching creation story of how humans were made. So one of our, I guess you could kind of say he's a cultural hero when he was making humans, ended up splitting an ash tree into 2 pieces, started pulling spirit from either side of that tree and making men and women. And then when he didn't have enough to make another person, he brought those two pieces back into one body. It made our first two-spirit. So with two spirits, they had a whole bunch of different roles within our communities, ranging from healers, matchmakers, anything like that. They helped decide who and when was going to war with the women. Because a lot of matrilineal societies, it is ultimately up to the women for if you can go to war. Two spirits will also help with that because they're able to see down both roads from the men going to war and what's going to happen to the women back in their own communities. And you also see them adopting children and stepping in when they lose their parents because they can be both mother and father to that child. So with this.
So, what that sound like to me, is there are several genders, like people have been saying, and like people have been living in other cultures for probably thousands of years, okay? The only reason why I bring this up is because I feel like sometimes we don't like to deal with things as they are. We like to put what we think should be happening on it. Y'all think there should only be two genders, and so that's what you believe. But if you actually pay attention to the way people are growing into their lives, to the way people are, there are people that fit all of that. There are people that are two-natured, okay? Usually that's the bisexuals, okay? Okay, I would actually consider myself to be two-natured in a lot of ways. On top of the fact that I'm a Gemini, like, kind of just makes sense. Comfortable in both feminine and masculine energies, and I feel like can get both of them across pretty well, in my opinion, okay? Out of that, what we do see is men who are like men, women who are like women. We see women that are becoming men that are becoming women, and then some people that are just both. I feel like you do see that. And I think we need to be dealing with things as they are instead of like putting our limited belief system onto everything. And I think the idea that there are only two genders is like ignoring a whole bunch of other cultures that have had different genders and different representations of that. Everybody is not the same anyway, y'all. Like, they're not the same anyway, no matter how much they lie to you about it in order to make you feel comfortable so that they can be safe. People are actually coming into the world, living their lives, and fitting into all of those different categories and probably some other categories that we don't even know about. People really are. Regardless to what you think, regardless to what you want, people are this way. You feel me? Like, the people be out here living their life. Like, and y'all be like, no, you shouldn't be like that. You should only be like this. And it's like, well, no, honey. That sounds kind of weird for you to want me to be something different than what the fuck I am. Now, let me get into this ASAP Rocky situation, child, because the people is talking about the ASAP Rocky and the Rihanna girl. Let me tell you what they said. Where's the post at? Also true for many indigenous cultures across Africa and Asia, but they don't teach us that. That's our ancient civilizations. I'm a Gemini too and feel like I was probably a man in a past life. Me too. I actually had a past life. I've talked about it before, but I had a past life regression. I was a gay man in a previous life. I'm a Gemini too, and I feel like, yeah, okay, two genders is some white supremacy-ish. It really is, because they limit your self-expression, they limit your belief. Like, the whole thing about white supremacy is to make you uniformed, to make you conform, to make you be like these very limited versions of yourself. Yeah. Don't forget.
Hey, this summer, when you're being inundated with all this American bicentennial 4th of July brouhaha, don't forget what you're celebrating, and that's the fact that a bunch of slave-owning, aristocratic white males didn't want to pay their taxes. Yeah! Hey.
All right, just don't forget that, y'all. A lot of this is just basically that. All right, let me see if I can find this video that I watched about ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. Basically saying, y'all, they said that Rihanna is a bird. Niggas, here you go. I'ma let just on me. Okay, girl, let me follow you back. Yeah, let me tell y'all what just on me said, girl.
Cry for Rihanna, Argentina. That girl wish she wanna be, and I'm gonna tell you how I know that. You see that? That's the Caribbean. And I spent every last one of my childhood summers in New York. the Bronx specifically. So when I said that I didn't understand the relationship between a Caribbean girl and her New York boy, yeah. Now that we've checked my credentials, this is a very well-recorded relationship dynamic. Like, check the hip-hop archives. Fly Caribbean girl meet fly New York boy with the motion is the money, aka the weight pusher. We not talking about the gym bros. Okay? And they become the hood trendsetters. Now, we know that minds often get stuck at the age people get famous. Rihanna got famous at a very birdie age, okay? I think we can all admit, ladies, that 16 is one of the most birdie ages you can be. She's living her 16-year-old birdie dream of having a flight New York nigga who is pretty. She is a pretty New York nigga. And the hood respect him. She's living her dream. And she got babies by his fine ass, and they go home and dip the baby feet in the water. Yeah. Leave Rihanna alone. She's willing to be embarrassed for this man. Check the hip-hop archives. Check what happened to the girlfriends. These were fly bitches in motion before they got with the weight pushers. And then she had the audacity to go find a New York nigga that wasn't even more fly, more popping, more money than her. Babes, why would you let an increasingly bitter man?
Girl, listen. I'm trying to find. Here you go. I think this the clip. Hold on. Actually, no, maybe you're looking for another word. Gender and sex are not the same thing. There are two sexes. Gender expression is not sex. Maybe you're looking for the word sex.
I heard about how Phoenix got some beautiful ass women out here, bro. They said like Scottsdale, Phoenix, all this shit. They was just like, that's what all the pretty ladies in America had. They ain't fucking Arizona, bro. Thank God y'all didn't know me when I was single, because I would have fucked the shit out you if you was pretty, bro. Just like that was the past, so is this next song. Ladies, turn the fuck up!
Okay, so now that I'm actually watching this clip, I wouldn't be upset if I was Rihanna. If I was Rihanna, I would not be upset about that. The reason why I wouldn't be upset about that is because I think that's a part of the job. I personally think it's a part of the job for you to be, attractive and a sex symbol and somebody that people want to fuck. Music? Like, that's a part of the job. Let me see. But yeah, I think she knows that that's a part of the job with him, is that he has to be a sex symbol to some degree. Child, is his ass showing again? Oh no, that's the same one, him in that thong. I also feel like she probably don't care that nigga wear a thong neither. He just keep getting up there and saying certain things that's making people feel like, he out here ready to be free again. That's how everybody feeling right now. Child, people blowing their horns and shit. Yeah, I feel like he's just an entertainer. Like, I don't feel like this is a big deal, but I also feel like if he is a whore, she probably knows about it and doesn't really care. That's what I assume. I assume that they probably one of them couples that might have, like, an agreement, an understanding, if you will. Yeah.
ASAP Rocky has clapped back at the internet for saying he disrespected Rihanna.
First they was saying the nigga was wearing thongs. Then they was saying, niggas saying I'm disrespectful to my wife.
He addresses the video of him disrespecting Rihanna. Remember the one we talked about?
Thank God y'all didn't know me when I was single, because I would have f***ed shit out you if you was pretty,
This is not the first time of him being said to be disrespecting Rihanna. We all remember that video of them in the Sprinter together. Again, we don't even really know what was going on in the Sprinter. In that video that I played earlier, you can also see that he addressed the thong situation. Again, I thought he was in new underwear. I did not think he was in a thong. And again, despite all these rumors of them saying that he disrespects Rihanna, they still seem to be building their family and sticking together. We don't know what happens behind closed doors.
So those were nude underwear?
From my family and sticking together.
What?
And again, I thought he was in new underwear. I did not think he was in.
So here's the thing. You thought they were nude underwear with a black band.
A lot of people in my
that looks like a thong. In my opinion, they might as well have been a thong.
From my video earlier this week, saying that, you know, how does he get his money and everything? He is a pretty successful artist and his tour has been pretty packed out. We think ASAP was right for addressing all these things at his recent show. Is he doing right by Rihanna?
That's, you know, that's to be determined, I think. But I also feel like, you know, let them people do what they're gonna do until something changes. Let them people be what they at and doing what they doing. Rihanna be flirting and signing autographs. It's all part of the job. They probably laugh at this as they rubbing their feet together. Probably. I like their family. Why people want their family to be all raggedy? I think Rihanna is enough. Who could he get that's better than nobody? Girl, that's not what it's about though. That's not what it's about. Like, I want y'all to be clear. She Rihanna to you. She Robin to that nigga. Okay? And what I mean by that is Beyonce got cheated on. Like, people get left. Like, that doesn't mean anything in a grand scheme of things. I think that this relationship will last as long as they want it to last. Do I think it'll last forever? Probably not. I think it was smart that she didn't legally bind herself to him. But they got 3 kids, so they got some shit that they gonna have to, work out. I don't think that we want the relationship to be raggedy. I think that we know these niggas are raggedy. And so when we start seeing little signs, it's like, oh, there go a nigga being raggedy again. And it's like, hold up, y'all. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? Let it simmer. Let it cook. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. About to get out. Got a little networking event to go to, so I'm about to go being outside. Okay, if you are at Essence this weekend and y'all see me outside, make sure y'all come speak. Don't be weird. Okay? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.